No mai haere mai. It's the Huddy Hui. Find Huddy Sports on Instagram and Facebook. huddysports.co.nz. Now let's kōrero.
Kia ora, good evening, and welcome to the Huddy Hui episode 158. And we're now well into the NPC season, and First 15 rugby is into the final section of the Hurricanes. We'll talk about that later, and many other things as well that has happened this week here on Huddy Sports. But let's introduce our guest tonight. He's well known in Wellington club rugby circles. He's lit up the scene here, and he's finally got his crack at the Wellington Lions. Esi Komaisavai is our guest on the Huddy Hui tonight. Esi, many thanks for coming on the Hui. Well, congratulations on your debut last Saturday for the Wellington Lions against Waikato. How was it pulling on the Wellington Lions jersey for the first time?
No, it was good. It was good. I'm very grateful. Just many thanks to a lot of the people who helped me along the way. But it was definitely good to run out and don the Wellington colours for the first time. So looking forward to many more times I get a run out in the Wellington colours this year, I guess.
When did you find out you were selected on the bench for the Waikato game, and explain the emotions when you found out the news?
I found out last week on Monday when they named the team. I was actually surprised that I was on there. But it was a pretty emotional time for me and my family. When I got named, it was just trying to not play the game too early, so it was kind of full of emotions, riding on high emotions the whole week, just trying to calm myself down before playing my first game, pretty much.
How did the Wellington Rugby Football Union recognise your achievement, and did you have family along to celebrate your debut in Hamilton?
Yes, I had my wife and my kids up there, also my older brother and my younger sister, and a couple cousins, my older cousins up those ways as well. So I guess pretty much worked out pretty well that I've got a lot of family up the line, more than down here in Wellington. So I guess it's just kind of.
Oh, we just lost Esi then. Hopefully his phone will cut back in. We'll come back to him very soon. Hopefully, not sure what has happened there, but he is still there. I think we just... Oh, we got him back. Esi, how are you? I think your phone just cut out a bit there. So.
Did you manage to catch any of that, or do you want me to repeat it?
We'll start again. Yeah, start again, mate. So.
No, it was good. I had my wife and my two kids up in Waikato with me. Also, my two siblings, my brother and my sister. They managed to make their way up to Waikato, along with some cousins and aunties as well who live up those ways. So it's pretty special. Most of my family live up the line now. So it worked out pretty well for me anyway to see most of my family down the sidelines at Hamilton last weekend.
Let's talk about Saturday's win against Waikato. What were the keys to victory? A strong start, however, Waikato crawled their way back towards the end.
Key messages was just being physical with our carries and just playing in the right areas of the field and just dominating the collision area and just see what pictures they give us, and we just managed to execute a bit better than we did in round one. So main message was just applying pressure and make sure we're finishing the pressure by coming away with some points, and which we did. Managed to come away with 5 points compared to round one, so that was something we were happy about.
Yeah, let's talk about round one. First home game to kick off the season. A loss to Canterbury. Was it that you had to be more physical in that game that you learnt from that Canterbury game? You had to be a bit more physical heading into the Waikato game.
There was different areas of our game that we needed to improve on. Being physical was one of them, and the other main part was just executing in the right areas of the field when we had opportunities. Against round one, we missed out on a couple of opportunities against Canterbury, but round 2 we managed to execute a bit more than round 1. So that's pretty much one of the main differences from last week. It's just us executing in the right areas and just winning the collision areas, being very physical in the collision areas in round 2 compared to round 1.
How have you found being in the Wellington Lions squad for the NPC for 2025, and who informed you that you made the squad?
I found it enjoyable. Obviously, massive step up from club footy. Yes, it's just been good learning off the older guys who've been in the arena for a very long time. It's seeing their experience. It's just been good. I'm just learning off them, I guess. And I was Trent, head coach. He was the one that informed me that he'll be taking me on for the NPC season this year as a water group, and then from there just kind of things just kind of kicked off. So I was pretty stoked when I found out that I was going to be named in the squad, and my family were pretty stoked as well.
As you mentioned, Trent Renata, he is the new head coach for the Lions this year. How have you found him as a coach?
No, he's real good. Very approachable. Very detailed. He's good bloke on and off the field. Yeah, just easy as to have those conversations with him. He's really good.
And you're new to the squad. Who welcomed you to the Lions camp on day one?
A lot of the boys. Most of them congratulated me and told me, well done, and congrats on being here. But mind you, most of those boys are kind of new, majority of them from school footy and to club footy. So yeah, no, it's pretty special, and they're being welcomed into the Lions environment from day one.
And how have you found the facilities up there in Upper Hutt, NZCIS?
It's actually pretty unreal. They're very lucky to be based out in Upper Hutt. Everything there's pretty much what we need. They got everything there: the recovery areas, the gym, the field. Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked to be training at a facility like that. Pretty lucky, I guess. The facility is real nice. They got nice stuff there. Cafe food's nice. Make nice coffees as well. So yeah, I think I'm just very grateful to be training out there and using the facilities out in Upper Hutt.
Who are the rest of the coaching staff for the Lions?
Koji, Bernie, Greg, Mila, Sian, and Jack are the ones that I've known so far. Still trying to get my names around a couple of the other assistants around the team. Just too many names to remember at the moment. So I'm still making my way down the line.
Now, Jerry Collins Stadium is the home for the NPC round robin games for Wellington. You have played there before for Norths. What makes that ground special to play at?
I think that's where I started my my club footy, I guess. Living out of school, but that was pretty much my my home ground for me before I made my way up north to Huddy Domain. So it'd be pretty special getting my first start and where things kicked off for me for club footy, I guess.
And besides yourself, who are some of the other new faces in the Lions squad that we should watch out for?
Ooh. That's actually a good question. You've got a lot of the young boys coming in, including myself and a lot of new boys. Probably one can look out for. Who's coming through? Probably Matolu.
Mm.
He was in the team last year, but he's been training very well this year. So probably one of the standouts. It'll be out of him or one of the other guys in the water, probably Leon. So Leon and Matolu and Leon probably be the two guys we can watch out for from the NPC season this year.
Now, Wellington were champions of the NPC last year. What are the motivating factors to go back-to-back in 2025?
We haven't really looked that far into the season. We were just kind of taking it week by week, trying to make sure we get our details right at training, then nailing our core roles, and then hopefully the result will take care of itself if we've done a good job with our homework and training.
Now, let's go back to club footy. Parramatta Plymoughton season 2025 was a strong one. What were the improvements for the previous side from the 2024 season?
I think massive improvement was just numbers at training, and I think this year everyone just kind of put in the extra work. Then, like we did back in 2023, everyone was pretty disappointed in the result of last year of losing in the Huddy Cup finals. So I think this year everyone just kind of bought in to what we were trying to achieve, and everyone just put the 100% in. So yeah.
You mentioned 2023. That was a very special year for Parramatta Plymoughton. What made it special?
I think everything that we achieved that year. Obviously winning Swindell for the first time, and for Parramatta Plymoughton. So yeah, I think that's pretty one of the major highlights as well. And obviously making it to Jubilee. We were very unfortunate that we came in second, but it was still a good year for the club overall.
Now, let's go to the Jubilee Cup semi-final this year against Petone. It took Parramatta Plymoughton to the 86th minute to win the game. How did you feel after that blockbuster?
I was so happy and so relieved when Nika scored on the 86th minute, and the game was just going on for so long, and there's so many opportunities that for both teams that we let slide. So we knew it was going to come down to the wire, and gets just a lot of patience, and thing took us over the line against Petone that day. Wasn't a great day to be playing rugby.
Oh no!
we managed to get there in the end. So I was really happy with that. Really stoked with the result.
In the following week, it was a last-minute loss to Huddy Boys in the prelim final. After starting the game with a big lead, what did the team learn about maintaining a big lead in a crucial game?
I think just try and play and not trying to defend the lead. I guess that was something that we kind of try to work on this year. There's a couple of times we were in the lead, and instead of trying to just keep playing to our systems, we try to defend it for the rest of the half, and obviously didn't work out too well for us in the semi-finals. I think we just needed to keep playing, and obviously still had a lot of opportunities in the second half, and we just kind of really didn't execute it well as we did earlier in the game.
You seem to be a very popular man tonight. That phone is buzzing wildly. But speaking about that is buzzing on the rugby field, you are a try-scoring machine. Tell us about the record achievement that you achieved in club rugby this year, and how special was that for you?
That was pretty special. Obviously, had a good start to the year, and then a lot of people at the club was like, "Oh, you're gonna go for the record?" I had no idea what the record was, and they keep telling me it was 18, and I was like, "Oh, if I get it, then I get it." I wasn't really chasing it. I got to the point of the last couple of rounds, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna try and break it." So I just told the boys, "If you make a break, I'm gonna be on your inside. Pass me the ball." And that's pretty much what it took to the last couple of tries to get over the record. Yeah, it wasn't something that I was aiming for towards the start of the season, but the season got on. A lot of people wanted me to get the record, so I was like, I might as well try break the record. If I break it, then sweet. And if I don't, then I'll still be happy.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Where was your Parramatta Plymouton debut, and who was it against?
2022 against Avalon, round one. This was my first game for Plym.
Now, previously, you have you mentioned before you started your club rugby with Northern United Norths from 2017 to 2021. What was your most memorable moment playing for Norths?
Probably winning Swindale and Jubilee, and also the national sevens title.
And of course, in 2018, I remember this very well. I was on Siapuko Radio with Adam Julian, and what is best described in the first half against Old Boys University in the Swindale Shield, you sort of went beast mode and you scored a hat-trick before half-time. Was that up there as one of your best games in your rugby career?
Yeah, I reckon. I was pretty up there before I got injured later on during that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably one of my course memories of playing at Jerry Collins was the hat trick against OBU, and I think that win was kind of a step closer for North winning the Swindale again after a very long time.
Now, when was your North's debut, and who was it against?
I think 2017. I think round 2 against Poneke.
Now, of course,
Yes, round 2.
Yeah, round 2. And, of course, you've been playing halfback for Parramatta Plymouton and also the Wellington Lions. Is that your preferred position? If not, why?
Yeah, probably now at this level, halfback is probably my preferred position. But at club rugby level, I like to think that I'm a midfielder, and our backs coach get an earful from it from me. I always say, "Yeah, chuck me in the midfielder." I was like, "Yeah, I'm the 12 that we need."
Yeah.
It's just a troll, but yeah. But our backs coach get an earful from me saying that I should be playing in the midfield, even though our midfielders are already good enough.
Brilliant. Now, where did your junior rugby begin for you?
Tawa Rugby Club back in 2008, I think. Yeah, played 1 year at Tawa Rugby Club, and then I played the rest of the years at Northern United.
Now, I think I'm correct here. You're a former student of Tawa College. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. How was your time there?
Had my first year. Yeah. Oh, it was good. We won the Beard Trophy that year, Div 2, and also managed to get into the Hurricanes finals for the co-ed.
That's
back there.
Yeah, and
I started my first 3 years. And then,
yeah, so how did you
then
find...
I had my last 2 years there.
Oh, sorry, just broke up a bit there. How did Tawa First 15 go during your time there? You mentioned the Beard Trophy and the co-ed final. Tell us about how they generally went all together.
It was a good year for us. A lot of the year 13s back at the time, they really wanted to go at the bank, and they had those goals that they all wanted to achieve on their last years, was winning Beard Trophy, winning the co-ed here in Wellington, but we just managed to miss out on Div 1, qualifying for the Div 1, but winning Div 2 was still on the cards, and we managed to achieve that as well, beating Wairarapa in the finals. Now,
you've scored many a try in your rugby career, but what is your best try and why?
Probably the one that got me the record against Tawa.
Yep.
That probably has to be the first try. Yeah.
Yep, the one that broke the record. Outstanding. Now, outside of rugby, have you played any other sports?
No, not so much. Just a little summer sports. Just tag football over the summer, and rugby sevens pretty much. But those are the main. I've tried cricket growing up, softball. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Now, of course, you mentioned rugby sevens. You're pretty handy at sevens as well. Who have you represented at sevens?
Wellington Sevens, the New Zealand Fijians Secondary School Sevens, and also the New Zealand Development in Sevens.
Fantastic. Of course, you mentioned you were part of that Northern United team that won the National Club Sevens, but earlier this year, Parramatta Plymouton won the National Club Sevens up in Auckland. How special was that? And what preparations are in store for hosting the National Club Sevens at Parramatta Plymouton next year?
That was pretty special for us to win it at Plym, especially last year we went up and we went out in the semi-finals. So I think the boys had a little bit of had a chip on their shoulder wanting to go up and win it, and we managed to achieve that. And preparation-wise for next year, I have no clue. I have no idea what the club's planning until probably when the seventh season comes around. I'll probably try to get in the loop and see what the plans are for next year for hosting the Nationals.
And of course, on a dry track, the Parramatta Plymouton Sevens team is very hard to stop. Who are some of the other key players besides yourself in the Sevens team at Parramatta Plymouton?
Lewis, he was good. Cody, there was some pretty handy. Then we also had some good forwards, the likes of Christian and our skipper Ethan. So he was pretty handy as well.
Who have been the biggest influences in your rugby career?
My parents mainly, and my wife. Those guys probably pushed me to be the best I can be, and also outside of that, I had a lot of friends as well, family, supporting me with my footy journey, especially this year. Don't want to name them all in case some people get angry that I missed them, and I also don't want to be naming people in case I do miss them. You know, they know who they are. Obviously, really grateful for the support they've given me through the footy career.
Who has been the toughest opponent you have played in your rugby player? Oh, sorry, let me start that again. Who has been the toughest opponent you have played against and why in your rugby career?
Probably Huddle Boys and Tower.
Mm.
Always, and also Norths. Those three always. They've got a very big pack.
Yep.
Those guys. Most of the times we've played them, and also Ori's back then. They had a massive pack. Also, it was MSP when I was at Norths. It's pretty much anyone with a massive forward pack. It's pretty hard to play them and stop them when the full packs get rolling.
Is there one game you've played where you've learnt the most about yourself as a player?
Good question. Probably MSP game. Oh, yeah, the MSP game this year.
Mm.
We were up. Oh, yeah, no, we were up. I think 17 or 19 points. With like less than 17 minutes to go, and somehow we just let the game slip away. And yeah, it wasn't a very, very good day. Good game for myself to remember, or another club.
Now, what do you do outside of rugby, Esi?
Work for Oranga Tamariki, youth work, along with some of the other boys in the team.
Now, of course, you came off the bench last week against Waikato, but you were named yesterday to start against Otago, your first run-on start. How important is that for you this Sunday?
No, it's very important, but I guess main thing for me is just trying to nail my key roles around the park, and just don't try to do anything too much. Don't try to overplay my hand. just kind of let the game come to me instead of trying to make something happen every play. Just kind of go with the flow. They're just nailing my core roles pretty much. Something I'll be looking forward to do this week.
Now, this Sunday is a double header out at Jerry Collins Stadium. Both the Wellington Pride and the Lions playing Otago. How's the team preparing for the challenge of the Otago men's team?
We've been preparing really well. A lot of information and training for this week. So I think we've just got to try to put those pieces together and hopefully come up with the same result as we did that last week against Waikato. And hopefully it's nice and sunny. It's supposed to rain on Sunday. I just hope it's a nice dry pack for the game. Kind of suits us better.
Exactly. Let's hope the field has recovered after the first 15 final on Sunday as well. What do you still want to achieve in your rugby career?
Will be oh man. We'll just pretty much see where it takes me really. Obviously first step is just NPC this year. I just hope just gotta put on the work, I guess, in this year and see where it takes me after this. Yeah, I haven't looked too far into what I want to do next. Just kind of taking it all in at the moment, just doing bit by bit, focusing on the NPC at the moment with the Lions, and then if a door of opportunity opens up later on in the year, then we'll see where that takes me.
Of course, the NPC, you're on that campaign till late October, but what are your plans over the summer holidays? Have you got anything in store?
Just helping out with my kids' flag team.
Yep.
For that. So when that kicks off, I'll be helping out with them, and then obviously with our sevens as well, our Wellington sevens, preparing for nationals and the ambassadors in I think late November.
Well, Esi, it's been fantastic having you on the Huddy Hui. Congratulations yet again on your Wellington Lions debut. A special moment for any rugby player. And hopefully we'll see you on Sunday at Jerry Collins Stadium. Go well.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Esi Komaisavai. He's been one of the stars of Wellington Club Rugby for a long time. And it's great to see that reward for him getting into higher honours with the Wellington Lions. And it was good to see them finally get their first win of the season against Waikato. And they're up against Otago this Sunday. And of course, let's look at the rest of the agenda for the Huddy Hui. Well, we've got one more game for the weekend. On Saturday, we're bringing you Silverstream versus Hastings from 12 p.m. And our coverage for that will start on Huddy Sports YouTube from 11:45. That is a Hurricane semi-final. The winner of that will go through to the final the following week, which will be between the winner of Fielding and Palmerston North Boys High School. And those two teams played the Hurricanes final last year. You can go back and watch that on Huddy Sports YouTube. That was a fantastic day out there at Massey University in 2024. And of course, this Sunday is the NPC round, the third round of the NPC. It's a double header. The Pride have their first game at home, and they're up against the Otago Spirit. That's at 11:35. And then the Lions play the Otago men's team at 2:05. Both those games at Jerry Collins Stadium. Now, Huddy Sports next week is a massive week here on Huddy Sports. On Monday, the 18th of August, we'll be bringing you the College Sport Wellington Netball RSSL finals from out there in Kilburnie, the Akutangi Sports Centre. Free netball games we'll be bringing you. Keep an eye on our website and on YouTube and our social medias, Facebook and Instagram, for the details about those games. They should probably be popping up over the next few days. And then on Wednesday, the 20th of August, we'll be bringing you the boys football finals, the College Sport boys football finals, live and free on Huddy Sports YouTube. And also next Thursday, we've already got our guests locked in for the Huddy Hui, episode 159. And we're going to have the Wellington Pride coach, Fusi Fianati, joining the Huddy Hui next Thursday. around 7 o'clock. So Fussy is not only been the Wellington Pro coach the last few years, this year he coached the Hurricanes Power, and both those teams are fairly young teams. And it'll be great to catch up with Fussy, who has been grateful for the work that we've done here on Huddy Sports as well. And then to cap off next week, Friday the 22nd of August, we'll bring you the College Sport Wellington girls and boys basketball finals from the Akutangi Sports Centre. And those two games in particular, the boys and girls finals, they are blockbusters. They always bring a big crowd, those ones. So keep an eye out on our website, huddysport.co.nz, on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube for the details of those finals next week as well, including next week's Huddy Hui. Now, as always here on Huddy Sports, we'd like to thank our sponsors that keep what we're doing free for all of you to watch. That is Mike Pinfold, Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited, Louise Reddy of New Zealand Travel Brokers, Gavin Murphy and the team at Jen Hickton Funeral Directors, and also Nathan Williams and Co. at EG Fresh Range Eggs. They've been our new sponsors this year, and we're grateful for them. As you probably know, the start of the week was quite a hectic one for Huddy Sports. We were on the threat of termination because apparently we didn't have a copyright rights on YouTube, courtesy of Sky New Zealand. However, those were rectified in a very short space of time because no one owns the rights to college sport in New Zealand, and that was rectified very quickly. I've already publicly acknowledged a lot of people on social media, but Brian Dickinson and College Sport Wellington are grateful for their support. And it's great working with College Sport. They do such a fantastic job. But there are so many people I'd like to thank. Messages that came through Instagram and Facebook and email. The support was just fantastic. And it just shows out there, even people that I have never met that have supported and watched Huddy Sports and think what we do is fantastic. We want to keep our cameramen paid and that, and I don't personally make a lot of money out of this, and I just have it's in a way we are a business, but it's sort of like a hobby for me as well. And I'd like to in particular thank Anna Sims. She is the mother of Archie Sims, who first five for Wellington College First 15 this year. She wrote a very lovely email outlining the enjoyment that it's had for her, particularly at the time when she was injured and couldn't go to her son's games and was able to watch them here on Huddy Sports, and also the fact that she also got to see that her son out there playing on TV. So she's very grateful for her support and everyone else that supported us at the start of this week. It was a bit of a hectic time. Huddy Sports is here to stay live and free, and it's great to have people like that. It was a very challenging Monday morning, but we're better for it now. So stay tuned this Saturday, the 16th of August, Silverstream and Hastings live on Huddy Sports YouTube from midday. And that has been the Huddy Hui for tonight. Many thanks to our guest, Esi Komaisavai, and hope he goes well on Sunday for his first start as halfback for the Wellington Lions after his debut off the bench against Waikato. That has been the Huddy Hui, episode 158. I am Brad Hudson. Ciao for now.
Drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning, from quick fixes to full renovations. He's got the tools, the team, and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable, and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow.
Hi, Gavin Murphy here
And Cassie Murphy.
from G and Hickton Funeral Directors.
Don't leave it up to someone else to tell your story. Do it now when you can enjoy being part of the conversation.
With a prepaid funeral, you can have music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to our website at gnhickton.co.nz/pre-planning.
The Huddy Hui. Huddy Sports' captivating sports show. The Huddy Hui covers Wellington Club rugby as well as other sporting topics of debate. Tune in on YouTube during the rugby playing months as host Brad Hudson interviews rugby players and other sporting personalities across the Wellington region and the rest of New Zealand. Catch the Huddy Hui streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and wherever good yarns are heard. The Huddy Hui live on Huddy Sports. Here at Huddy Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Reddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Huddy Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro. As here on Huddy Sports, we're always wanting to keep our content free on YouTube. So the idea of sponsors, we can promote you on live stream, our social media pages and our website. It's good to support the local community and helps keep Huddy Sport free for all to watch. So if you're interested to helping Huddy Sports, go to huddysports.co.nz or to our email address, huddysportsnz@gmail.com. Ciao for now.